That's it? Okay. What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shack. Subscribe to the next video in my Vette race. Corvettes, obviously. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Hoping to get there by the end of the year. As of right now, 8% of my viewers are subbed. I would love that number to go up. I will stop asking once I get there. So yeah, GT4, Gran Turismo 4, great game. Playing through this thing nice and slow because this game is amazing. There's a playlist at the beginning of the video. You can see it. I'm going to continue going through this, noticing that every single race, it starts just like this. C4s are in the back, one C5 is in third, and then a C2 in second, and then a C3 in first for some reason. I don't know why every single race has started like this. I am driving a fully tuned with NOS Corvette C1, which is an outrageous thing to do if you own a C1. Don't do what I did to this car. I'm trying to win a race with every single prize car. I've had to do that, and it's been very fun. Makes the game a lot harder, but it's not impossible. But yeah, it's strange. So, because I do have to, I do end up having to, you know, fully tune a Corvette C1 instead of just using a different car. So, I'm going to do my classic AI fails a little bit here. Just kind of throw off the C, whatever that ain't. That's the C5. I'll probably mess this ZR1 up because the Grand Sport, although it looks great, is honestly very much slower, and it's even though it's newer than the ZR1 or ZL1. I think it's the ZR1 in this game. ZL1 I think is the Camaro. There's a lot of that in Chevy's names. There's a lot of Z's and then a bunch of other stuff, so it's whatever. But yeah, the ZR1 here is much better than the Grand Sport. Obviously, you can see it. It's very true. This dude is trying really hard to pass the red guy right away. I'm trying to slow him down just to keep this interesting. AI passing in GT4 is kind of hilarious because they're pretty bad at doing it. They're pretty bad at getting in front of people, and they're also pretty bad at like handling, like, look at this. Like, what is the C2 doing? Didn't even like defend at all, and now they're doing that crap where they just drive at each other. It's very silly. So yeah, I'm gonna get him. Come here. Come here, you ZR1. I'm going to push you right off the road. There you go. Get off the road. And now see, look. See, the C2 is being an idiot because this is how this game is very silly. AI is not as good in this game as it is in... No, you... What? This is so stupid. It is funny how the AI is so busted in this game. It's so safe. I don't know why it's so safe, but it is. So it's just, all right, same thing again. We're just gonna push you off the road like that, hit an invisible wall, which I didn't expect, and now we're gonna start taking this thing seriously. C2 is very bad. This car is very horrendous. I don't know why it's so slow. I mean, obviously well, I know why. It's an old car, but yeah, we're going to try to actually take this seriously now, see if we can get back a 10-second lead or loss here from the C3. I think we can do it. It'll be interesting. But yeah, the C2 is just so slow, and I don't know why they don't spawn him closer to the lead. I mean, he should be in first. Just like make it interesting. They should just arrange the cars based on their speed. Like the slowest one start in front and then allow the player to kind of do whatever they want. But I think they just middle grounded it because they figured some people are going to rock a C5R in this race, but I chose to do C1, and they're probably trying to make it where if you wanted to use a C1, you still can and feel like you can sort of catch up. I don't know. It's just interesting. But obviously we are very much catching up. I do have NOS in this car, so it's able to get right back up to speed quickly. Also, the Grand Sport will now be in front, catching up to the, hopefully catching up to the C3. I think it does. But I may do one slowdown on the C3 because I kind of just screwed everybody else up so much. I feel like I should do something to offset that. The C3 usually wins because I just mess with everybody in the back and just make the race more interesting that way. Because it is, this game, sometimes the way they do this game, it's so clean and so pristine that you just have races where nothing happens and the cars that are in front just get in front and then that's it. And I find that to be very, very boring. That does happen a lot. And so then you just end up having a race where you just drive, and it makes the videos not very interesting. There's a few races that have AI fails in this game, but it's not nearly as prominent as in 3. So I try to do things just as a player to keep it sort of interesting, and I want to make it interesting for y'all to watch. Although obviously me using every single prize card is one aspect of it, and me talking is probably part of the stuff that people will listen to. But really, it's just my channel is all about AI fails. Like, I can't not try to make AI fails happen in some of these videos. So that's what we do. If that's annoying, sorry, but that's just kind of how my channel works. If you go back and look at my videos, a lot of them are about AI fails in Gran Turismo games. That's kind of my thing, and that's why we're here. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a long side comment. I don't even know why I was talking about that. So yeah, Gran Turismo 4 is great. It's very fun. I'm using a C1 Corvette. It's blue, which is cool. I had a white one in my playthrough when I was a kid, so it's kind of cool that there's a blue one in this game. I don't really pay attention to the colors. I don't know if this is a unique color, but it seems cool. So yeah, we are pulling far away now from the C3, who is getting caught up to by the Grand Sport, which they're all kind of they're all spaced out now, so I'm assuming that means the C2 is in last, as he should be, honestly. I'm surprised I don't tune that car up a little bit just to kind of make it not so bad, because I noticed that the C1 I don't think is ever actually in this race, because I think they would have to tune it up. So they intentionally just like leave the C2 in there and be like, we'll just have one car be terrible. It's like putting a Fiat 500 in a race with other cars. You're like, that thing is going to be in last forever. Like, what are we even doing here? So there's me going off the road a little bit. It's fine. I don't think I'm going to break my time on this lap because I'm not really trying to anymore. At this point, I'm just seeing if anybody will catch up to anybody else. It seems like whoever's in third and fourth are getting near each other. So that's probably the C5 catching up to the Grand Sport. I would assume the ZR1 is in fifth, but again, we'll know in like 2 seconds. Or you already know now because you've clicked through the video. But yeah, this game is great. We're driving on Infineon Raceway. I forgot to mention that. Infineon Raceway is cool, but they don't bring this race back anymore because I think Polyphony has the license to Infineon Raceway, and it's not called that anymore. So it's kind of unfortunate for Polyphony. So they just said, well, screw it. I think I would still keep it in there and just say Infineon 2005 and then like make some sort of disclaimer that that's not the name of the course anymore. But I guess if you do that, then you have to mention that it's Sonoma, and then that's another whole different licensing issue. So they just got rid of it entirely. It's whatever. But I like this course a lot. The AI do some funny stuff on this course too, so hopefully in the background they're doing stuff on these corners. I kind of doubt it because they don't have enough speed. A lot of these Corvettes are not super fast right now because they haven't tuned them up yet. I think eventually we get races where cars are tuned up, but not this one. Can't remember that. I think they do. I think there are races later in this game where cars are tuned up. I know that obviously happens in 3. They had to do it in 3, so they probably still have that in 4. It would be weird if they were just like, nah, we're not going to do that. So I assume there is still some degree of tune-ups from the cars to come in this game. But here we go. Just going to roll across the finish line slow, see how people do here, and I'll show the replay. I won't talk in it. So thank y'all for watching. Peace.